man. Check the wrist, man. Got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touch. Back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
On 2nd down, Ingram. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Owasor coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. Kill. 36. Line 36. Done.
Third and long for Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Cooper was the target there. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Okay, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 31 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. To try again after the sack. Prescott flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Brandon Carr. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
Mike. Come on, D. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's going to be a long day.
On third down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On second down, Elliott. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
First down, Dallas.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Brandon Carr there to make the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
At the 9-yard line.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together, the front and back working in sync.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Elliott. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Check 48, come on. Check tight. We're going to 52.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson, there goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the screen.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Skirts by at the 15. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at halftime.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw again on second down. Prescott flushed out right. He'll run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Looking to throw. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To the air again, Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Prescott, he's going to go up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Cooper was the intended target.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, check. 3 down. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got him.
Now on 2nd and 16, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. He scored on the ground and through the air as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott now. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 76 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw is Prescott. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A 1st down throw for Prescott.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Lets it fly deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, but to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams. They put it all.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 85 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turn.